What is your honest opinion on Trump? No jukes or deflection.
He's very enticing. He's incredibly enticing. And I think that he's enticing because I think the Democrats have utterly failed to inspire us in any way, shape, or form. And that burden is now on Kamala, someone who is not...
Kamala, Vice President Kamala Harris.
Sorry, Kamala, who is someone who is not nominee because of the democratic process. But she is a huge burden to inspire.
Yes, the truth is out. I was shocked. Kamala Harris will not be taking interviews for reasons I don't know. Now they are claiming they will spend more money on ads.
One thing that J.D. Vance is raising, we talked about this, is he's accusing Kamala Harris of hiding from taking tough questions. She hasn't sat or stood for facing reporters' questions in a significant way. The reason I pose this is not as selfishly. Obviously, we would all like to ask some questions about evolution of positions, but also in this race to define a candidate before the opponent does. Isn't this part of it?
No, it's a process. This is a process question. I mean, this is something that we all care. I mean, you guys all care about as reporters. You want to sit with her. But the truth of the matter is, when I'm sitting around my dinner table thinking about how to pay for college for my kid, or about how to afford my mortgage, or any of my taxes,
her positions have changed,
except for the fact that she's going to spend her $300 million defining herself on TV and on social media the way she wants, right? And she's going to ultimately sit with you guys, I believe. But the bottom line is, that's not what he should be coming after her on. He should be coming after her on positions that affect regular people who are voting. If you're standing there saying, well, you're not sitting for an interview, the average person doesn't have time to sit around worrying what Kamala Harris is doing. They just want to make sure she's doing something to help them. And that's the problem. That's the missed opportunity.
I think you're right.
Well,
the way voters hear that, I think you're absolutely right. They don't care.
Yeah.
But ultimately, they might not know that they care, but they should, because we're going to ask questions that they have that they don't have access to her to ask. And there's a difference between her putting out an ad that's all the things she wants to say and then being challenged on some things. And that ultimately benefits voters, her own voters, who should know her very well and intimately what she wants to do.
The good news is we still have less than 100 days left.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's great to see you guys. Thank you.
Yes, I just learned a few minutes ago that she secured vote to win Democrat nomination through Zoom call. That is to tell you one thing with Democrat, they are different. Like, seriously, this woman is being coronated, and this person seems to not see what is going on. When you see that guy at the first beginning of this clip, he was a Democrat supporter, but he had to change his mind simply because of things like this. Now, taking a look at this video with CNN, it clearly shows you these people are scared. They know she will make a lot of mistakes. Reason they don't want to put her out there, it is concerning. If you are not there to answer questions, a lot of people are out here, before they change their mind, they want to see what you have, what you will tell us. Yeah, but you are not there to answer questions. You just want to fool, deceive people through ad. At the end of the day, oh, they should cast you. You are the president. The same thing will continue even if you are the president. Look at Biden. Throughout the year, how many times he takes questions? Now he is even trying now because he knows it's insignificant.
Jammu Green was an advisor for the Clinton campaign 2008. Joins us now. Good to see you. What is Kamala Harris so scared of in talking to what would seemingly be a friendly White House press corps?
Well, thanks for having me, Leland. Nice to see you again. I wouldn't say that Vice President Harris is afraid. I think I heard her say just a couple of days ago, if Donald Trump has something to say, he should say it to her face. And I do just have to say that I think you nailed it on the head when you talked about Donald Trump and his intentions with going to the National Association of Black Journalists yesterday. He changed that conversation. Yeah. He comes across as being strong. And unfortunately, a lot of my friends and colleagues on the left fell for it hook, line, and sinker, as well as the media.
Well, thank you. We try to, they say blind squirrels get an acorn every once in a while, so thank you. But I come back to this. If Kamala Harris says, hey, if you want to say it to my face, Donald Trump, show up at a debate. By all accounts, they're going to debate in September. But I know there have been dozens of media organizations who have all put in requests for interviews with her, and she's a woman from a ticket, Biden-Harris, and a party that says the press are essential, and bashing the press is a threat to democracy. So why wouldn't she be giving interviews, you think?
I'm sure she will be giving interviews. I'm not in the middle of the Harris campaign, but I know they will be talking to the media as much as possible in the next 95 days.
Yes, it is like the same people advising Joe are doing the same job to her. They have been putting this lady aside, not in front of people. Just look at the kind of campaign they are doing. When Kamala is going out there to campaign, or they bring a musician, they spend the whole time, then she spend few minutes speaking. Why can't she be out there, be able to conduct interviews? Even Democrats are furious. If you see CNN actually coming out to say, oh, it's not a good strategy. People want answers. And you will see them every single day singing this as a song. And I'm glad they are realizing this fast. Democrats are panicking at this point because they know extremely well that she's not too good in responding to questions. So allowing her behind the camera would do them more good. Trump faced a lot of people, lions, he is there. The same people who come and tell me, oh, Trump is scared.
Tonight, I showed up. Those are the exact words that former President Donald Trump is using to defend his appearance at the National Association of Black Journalists convention yesterday, an appearance in which he questioned Harris's race.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black.
Extensively about it, in fact, over the years. And to Charlemagne the God, host of the Breakfast Club radio show, she talked about it.
I'm black.
Yes.
And I'm proud of being black.
He doesn't deserve credit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a damn about any of this, and neither should you. Like, nobody in the media should care. Donald Trump doesn't have any new tricks. He focuses on identity. He focuses on race. He focuses on gender. He makes white America think that the changing demographics of this country are.
Your callers actually called in and said something about it that I wanted to play for everyone so you could explain sort of how this makes you think and feel. Here's the caller.
Man, to be honest, Kamala Harris, she already said that she wasn't black. It's all over everything. She done had interviews. I understand. But she already said that she's not black. She identifies as an Indian. When she was running and she did all of that in California.
So what do you do about that?
What do I do? Is I tell everybody not to be distracted, and I would say the same thing to the vice president. All the vice president has to do is stay on message. All these conversations about what's black, who's black, forget all that.
Yes, when you take a look at this guy, they are panicking. It is like Trump touched a button that they never expected, and it is affecting them in a way that I sitting here cannot understand. If you see this guy sounding like this caller making it clear, oh, he said it on some interviews. It is crazy to use race like in politics. She is using Indian heritage in some cases. When she realized, oh, this will favor me here, she used the other side. That is what people understand. Like, she's playing a double card.